Now, there has been condemnation by a cross-section of leaders over the recent school selection for KCPE candidates, and leaders from the Coast Province have now added their voice. Our reporter Patrick Amimo covered the news briefing and now joins us for more details. Amimo, what seems to be the bone of contention with regard to the school selection process?
Thank you. We know very well that the 4-month selection is ongoing, both from the national schools and up to the counties, sub-county schools. And already what we're witnessing is that a caucus of members of parliament have already expressed concern that some of the schools are already engaged in religious discrimination. They have cited some of those religions that are affected to do with the Muslims. We have the Seventh-day Adventists. They are citing the Akorino and also the Hindus. They say that some principals in some schools are discriminating their students, and they want them not to observe the religious doctrines of the students and also the attire. For the Muslims, they are claiming that some schools are denying the students that opportunity to wear the hijab and also maybe the trousers. The Muslims are very particular when it comes to the dressing, and they want the ladies to wear those dresses that can touch to the ground, or if not, maybe they be allowed to wear trousers in schools. But they are saying that some schools don't really want the students to dress in that religious attire. The Akorino, we know they wear turbans, and also some schools are very uncomfortable that they don't want students to report to school when wearing turbans. We also had a case in 2014 where there were some schools that are complaining. Those of the Seventh-day Adventists who don't work on Saturday according to their faith. There were concerns that some schools were forcing students of the SDA faith to work on Saturdays, and this matter went up to the courts, and we saw the courts did hold that students should be allowed to practice their religion because it is a fundamental right that is protected under the Constitution. So we saw at least a section of MPC are concerned about it, and they say the same matter is being witnessed as we prepare for the first term, for the new term in January 2018, when schools are expected to reopen. And they are saying that this is a matter that they'll fight tooth and nail to ensure that it doesn't occur, because the Court of Appeal had given leeway and had ruled that school heads should not discriminate students based on religion. And they said if they are Muslims, they should be allowed to wear the hijabs. If they are Akorinos, they should just continue wearing their turbans. And those who are of the SDA faith, then they should not work on Saturdays as according to their faith. But this matter from the MPCR, whom we spoke to, the Mvita MP Abdul Somad Nasir, he does say that some schools have gone to the Supreme Court. They have petitioned this particular ruling that was done by the Court of Appeal, which allowed the students to dress according to their religious faith. And they are saying that petition has gone to the Supreme Court, and they're expecting that the Supreme Court judges now will be seized of this matter on how students should behave in schools, whether they should be allowed to practice their faith in school. And also, as a matter of concern, also the MPs are saying that they've said that they are trying to draft at least a bill, some amendments to the Basic Education Act to ensure that this time round those principals are held accountable when it comes to if they are found to be discriminating against students based on religious grounds, so that they be held accountable and either they pay some punitive fine and or risk serve a jail term, because they feel that this matter has been held in abeyance because the law, the Basic Education Act, is very weak when it comes to enforcing these laws that guide matters to do with religion. Michelle?
All right, many thanks, Patrick Amimo there, giving us more information on the school selection program. We'll be following up on this in our subsequent bulletins. Now,